This is an introduction to Cetec ERP software, our story, background, and product demonstration. Cetec ERP is a small software company based out of Austin, Texas, but we've been around for quite some time. We began in the 1970s as an inventory, accounting, and sales platform for electronics distributors. The electronics industry changed dramatically over the decades, and so did our customers, and so did we. And by the end of the 1990s, Cetec ERP was supporting multi-billion-dollar corporations, small family businesses, and companies building various things from robotic parts to ball bearings, PCB boards, wiring harnesses, parts for the bottom of the ocean, equipment for space, down to welding job shops and metal fabricators. It is rare for a software product to have been around this long, to have seen such diversity of industry. And because of that length and range of usage, Cetec ERP is very stable. Best practices are built into the product, ideas that have proven themselves in the real world. The design patterns of Cetec ERP are stable and proven. But we are not on mainframes anymore. We've upgraded Cetec. We've brought it into the future, and as a result, ERP software has become much cheaper. And Cetec used to run on IBM mainframes that cost upwards of $300,000, and now it runs on an iPad that costs $200. The SAP Small Business Platform is a minimum of $22,000 per year, and that's not counting all your support, your hardware, your sysadmin, and what packages you may actually end up needing in the future. And Cetec ERP is less than a third the price, with no hardware, no IT considerations, and free support, where everything is included. The goal of Cetec ERP is stability, leveraging new technology, and making things affordable for your business. For a small business, the question of why ERP in the first place begs answering. ERP is a hassle, it's trouble. It tells you how to do things and it restricts things. Why bother? The benefits to ERP are fairly clear and agreed upon. It's our usual experience that someone starting their very first company will be late to implement an ERP system, whereas someone starting their second company will start with an ERP and grow with it, using processes that are defined from the beginning. There are good reasons for a small business to do it this way, efficiencies to be gained, ROI to be achieved. For example, here's some statistics from a survey looking at average numbers across the industry on benefits of ERP implementation. Operational costs, personnel, inventory, these are all directly related to cash flow. Reduction of waste, increased profits, increased revenue, those link directly together. Increased production, this represents throughput, and the ability to predict and manage to that. And finally, support growth without additional headcount, again dealing with reduction in operational costs and personnel. The upshot of all this is that you can do more with less. As people hit their limits, ERP helps them grow. Now, let's begin a walkthrough of Cetec ERP. We'll take a basic transaction and follow it through end to end. This will hopefully give you a picture of how Cetec ERP works and how it can work for your business. First, setting up Cetec ERP is simple. There's no IT guy, there's no software to install. Just download the Google Chrome web browser, type in your company's Cetec ERP URL, and log in. Navigating Cetec ERP will be easy for the exploring type or anyone of the web-friendly generation. Functional areas of your business are divided up logically, as you'd expect. Clicking on Sales will lead you to your quotes, orders, invoices, and your inventory will be maintained in the Parts module. General Ledger, AR, and AP reports live in the Accounting section. Note that Cetec ERP is a complete system that touches every part of your business. Full suite ERP platforms are very broad. There's a ton of stuff that you are not expected to know or use here. Don't be intimidated. The aim of Cetec ERP is to anticipate your business growth and provide you with what you need when you need it. Let's get into actually starting an order. Cetec ERP is an efficient system and helps you do things more efficiently. And this efficiency is on display with our quoting, estimating, and order process. So let's build a quote. Click the pencil icon to define the required fields indicated in red for entering an order. Enter a line item for whatever it is you're selling to your customer. Now, email your quote directly to the customer from the system. and take advantage of an interface to your customer that stays consistent. Assuming you're a company that builds bombs or bill of materials, Cetec ERP lets you collaborate with your engineers to refine costing, estimate labor, and more. Accessing the BOM worksheet for our quote will enable us to see what raw material is required to build the BOM, or what subassemblies need their own consideration. Multi-level BOMs are fully supported in Cetec ERP. For custom manufacturing needs, you can express to your customer excess material minimums, tooling charges, and more. Using the labor estimating tools for BOMs in Cetec ERP, you can cost your BOM, define the router, and define the work instructions all in one process to maximize efficiency. And from a quote, you can process a sales order with one click. After entering our order, we must take a detour to demonstrate how we get the material required to fulfill that order. This requires purchasing, which means we'll need to navigate over to the purchasing module, logically. We care about good purchasing practice because purchasing directly relates to cash flow. Cetec ERP provides 3 tools to help buyers do their job excellently. First, assisted purchasing. This is an easy report to identify what to buy and when, based on inventory reorder point values or supply-demand forecasting. Second, shortage reporting. This will help you identify what material needs are critical to prevent lateness on work orders. And third, allocation reporting. This will help you identify in real time how to consolidate purchasing activity to optimize receipt of materials. In other words, to prevent being too early on an order, to bring material in just in time. Issuing a PO is seamless. Just approve your material request and send the PO directly from the system to your vendor. After purchasing goods for our order, we must receive them and then go into the warehouse to get the parts to where we can actually build them. Cetec ERP lets you receive material and maintain inventory with complete traceability. As we create our receipt against the PO, we can enter date code, lot code, and even serialize each piece of material that goes into our warehouse. This way, you'll be able to drill down into any invoiced order and prove the source of any and all components without any paperwork. Note also that your inventory activity is fully reflective of real-time transactions. You have full visibility to exactly what inventory moves, when and where, and for what reason. Now, back to the order we initially created. Let's assume this is days later, and we're going to look for this order like one of your shop floor users would. Cetec ERP provides an organized way to locate where your order is in production on the fly, and the ability to quickly see what orders are late and what orders need immediate attention, and the ability to manage work order actions using inexpensive tablet hardware instead of paper. For instance, you can quickly update an order and start tracking labor at your workstation via a tablet. You can load work instructions and QC check forms and more. Everything you need to see about the work order is in one place. You can view the parts needed for the order, how many parts have been picked for the order. You can deal with the picking of parts from the warehouse for the order. You can deal with the inspections for the order. Everything related to actually fulfilling that work order is all available from one screen. It's very obvious, very organized. For quality requirements, you can perform your inspections right from the work order. If you fail any of your material, you can create an NCR, which spawns a controlled, collaborative, ISO-compliant NCR process, from which you may also create corrective action reports. Performing inspections in Cetec ERP lets you track fail rates across each of your types of inspection codes, which will feed inspection reports and audits. So you never have to spend hours preparing for an audit. Just search a date range on your inspection activity, and you're done. NCR activity will also feed dashboards and reporting, giving you the ability to quickly demonstrate to your auditors a fully compliant system. Shipping and invoicing our order reveals many aspects of the advantage to true ERP as opposed to QuickBooks or an MRP plugin. As we ship our order and invoice our customer, we will see that the cost roll-up for the invoice reflects exactly what happened on the shop floor to produce the goods for our order. Labor, materials, any order splits or outsourcing costs or partial shipments may all be divvied up and passed on appropriately to the invoice. And as we enter the invoice, notice that your general ledger is updated in real time. No double data entry, no lag across a period of time, no exporting or importing of transactions. Your numbers are fully accurate at all times. And Cetec ERP's accounting module is powerful, flexible, and extremely user-friendly. We use a perpetual-based inventory and accounting system, elegantly designed to meet the needs of today's businesses. Beyond the simple transaction we've just demonstrated, there's more to appreciate. We let you maintain and customize many of your own data fields in Cetec ERP so that you aren't dependent on software developers to meet the needs of your business. Here, for example, we can maintain our own lost business types on a quote. This paradigm exists across the system and can be maintained by admin users. At Cetec ERP, we're quite fanatic about providing you with the support you need to succeed. We offer free support for any of your needs or questions. Just fill out a request when you need it and we will respond immediately. Furthermore, your system maintenance and upgrades are all included and released to you on a weekly basis. Our pricing is transparent. See our pricing page on our website for more details. It's $40 per user per month, and that's it, with a special $20 per user per month rate for production-only users. Get started today with a free demo or free 30-day trial. And thank you for tuning in to our demonstration of Cetec ERP.